NBA on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. Now Denver's starting five. Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. And for the Raptors, Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Quickly and Barrett, they're the backcourt duo. And it's Ingram in at the small forward position. For NBA fans, early season games are so entertaining to watch, Grant. What's your favorite part of the early going?
You know, BA, take your pick. Rookie development, team chemistry building. Plus, you wait all off season to see how your team measures up. And now we get to find out.
Outside Barrett. Ingram against Porter. The shot by Ingram, no good. And it's Jokic with the ball for the Nuggets. This game against Toronto is the first time they've met this year.
And somewhat surprisingly, the clubs split their 2 meetings last year.
Yeah, these non-conference matchups are a good measuring stick for a team. Taking on less familiar opponents can tell you a lot.
Yep, count it.
Inside is where Barnes is most effective, taking point-blank shots.
Murray against Quickly. Murray, no good. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic. He said Nikola Jokic is so intelligent. He said we know the offense is going to run through him. So all we can do is mix up our looks defensively. And then at the other end of the floor, make him work on defense. Try to wear him out a little bit. Guys?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Quickly deciding where to go with it. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Coach, it's interesting to watch the career path of Aaron Gordon. He's gone from one role in his previous stop, then he arrives to the Nuggets in a completely different role there.
Yeah, Brian, he's become more of a 3rd or 4th guy, and he's embraced the change. Everybody wants to be that number 1 or number 2 guy, but you've got to play a role to be a winner in this league.
And it's resulted in championships.
It sure has. Yeah, slow start for them offensively, 1 for 5. They need to be more patient and find a better look.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Gordon against Barnes. That's tipped. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Brown passes to Porter. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Porter's gotten his 2nd bucket.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Ingram against Porter. Outside Barrett. The fader. Here's Pirtle. Lays it up and banks it in.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Quickly against Murray. Here's Brown. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Brown's got 6.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Barnes feeling it out a bit. Pass to Pirtle. Quickly outside. Just 5 on the clock. And stolen by Murray. Brown passes to Jokic. And he gets that one. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it.
So Toronto ends up going with a new group. And the Nuggets will go for a different look here. Najee, he's checked in for Jokic. Saric comes in for Gordon. Watson, he's checked in for Porter Jr. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Jamal Murray. Shed, that's good.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
And here's Denver. They're on a 14-6 run. Stan, we know Jokic is one of the best passers this game has ever seen at any position, but his teammates will dish it as well.
Yeah, the Nuggets, by and large, are very unselfish. It's part of their culture. They only bring in guys who are willing to sacrifice for the team's sake.
Pass to Shed. Inside, here's Boucher, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Westbrook, the pass to Brown from the high post. His first miss of the game. 3 of 4 from the field now. Raptors trail by 8. Here's Abaji. 10 points in his last outing. Pass to Dick. From deep. And it's Denver with a rebound.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Here's Westbrook. Najee passes to Watson. Now Westbrook. 6 to shoot. Second chance effort. That one goes. Count it.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Boucher right side. Knocks it loose. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Walter, he's checked in for Abaji. 40 seconds left in the first. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Pass to Brown. Shoots over Walter. The rebound by Shed.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the first. Misses from short range. To the middle. And there's Saric on the assist by Westbrook.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking the next.
And so it's Denver earning this break in the action, up 10. And they push the tempo in this one, getting out in transition and making the deep. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And from what you've seen from the Nuggets, what's your take so far?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
On the court for Denver, Porter Jr. and Gordon make up the forwards. Russell Westbrook out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And during the first few seasons of Emmanuel Quickley's career, he was seen primarily as a scorer, Grant.
Yes, but recently has blossomed into a more versatile threat. The leap we've seen in his passing has been especially impressive. He's a player to watch out for moving forward.
Quickly against Murray. And it's Quickley with a miss.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Down in the paint, Jokic knows how to take charge, getting past the D and to a look.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Emmanuel Quickley is the lead guard for the Raptors, and he said, I'm still learning when to be ultra aggressive and when to get my teammates involved. The balance of it all while playing defense at a high level. It's a lot, but I'm having fun learning all of it because this is what I wanted, to be challenged. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And coach's 3-time league MVP, Nikola Jokic, joining Moses Malone, Larry Bird, and Magic Johnson. What a list.
Yeah, that's not a bad list at all, Brian. But what stands out beyond Jokic's skill set is the consistency that he produces with every night.
Everybody around him instantly gets better when they play with Jokic.
They love playing with him.
Pass to Porter. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Westbrook's got 7 points.
You love how Westbrook commits to his selections, not letting anything distract him on the three-point shot.
And Jamal Murray picks up the foul.
Jamal Murray.
That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And so here is Toronto, trailing by 17.
Well, I've got to praise Porter Jr.'s defensive instincts there. He reads the situation well.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
For Toronto, they've got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Here's Barnes. That one's wide left.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Gordon outside. Pass to Jokic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jokic has got 6 points in the quarter.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Now a timeout called by Toronto. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Pass to Jokic. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Jokic has got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Oh, Jokic with a block.
Great timing by Jokic allows him to block that shot.
Good work there as it goes. 9 points in the game.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Barrett against Westbrook. Barrett can't hit.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Well, Grant, the Raptors are in the middle of a rebuild and are looking to establish an identity here.
Yeah, they've got some solid young pieces, specifically Scotty Barnes. They just need more experience and some time in order to learn what it takes to win at this level.
And again, no good by Toronto.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
And it's Jokic, that time on the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists now in this one. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Kept alive. A shot to stop the run. Misses the layup.
Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
Murray finds Porter. Out to the wing. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And again, Denver with a 3.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
And Toronto calls time here. And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title. Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
And Denver making a change here. Najee, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Saric comes in for Gordon. Watson, he's checked in for Michael Porter. And Brown subbed in for Westbrook. Murray passes to Saric. Back to Murray. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first half. And he can't sink that one. He's 2 for 4 in the contest. Ooh, poked away. Fast break. Here come the Nuggets. Here's Brown. And the Nuggets getting another bucket to fall.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continue.